Today we're going to take a look at validating the code on a website, and we're going to use the cleartarn.com website to do the validation on. And the tools we're going to use are produced, as you can see here on our first tab, by the World Wide Web Consortium, better known as w3c, who are the organisation devoted to developing standards that apply across the web. So if your site complies with these standards, then it's got the best chance of displaying properly in pretty much any browser. Fortunately, they offer some free tools, and on the second tab here we've got their markup validation process. And all we need to do in here is actually take our URL, and once we've entered that in, we simply press check, and the site will be checked against the validation process. So this particular page checks as successfully as XHTML 1.0 transitional, encoding UTF-8, which is set in the code, and that's correct. So that particular page of our website works correctly, and that's a fairly easy task to perform on each page of your website, providing it's not too big. If you have got a very large website, you can upload the entire site and they will check every page for you, but a 250 page website will cost you about £35. Okay, so let's take a look at the process. If we use one of the other tabs here, we can validate by file upload. So if you haven't actually published your site yet, you could validate by uploading the particular page file, or alternatively you can validate by direct input. And so let's take a look at that, because we can have a look and see what happens when you generate an error in the code and the effect of that. So if we go back to our cleartarn site, and let's pick up the content management page on here. I'm using the Chrome browser, so I'm going to pick up the tools, and then I want to view the page source. And so here we go, here's our page source for that particular page, and I'm just going to copy all of that code. And take that back and paste it into our validation check. So there's all our code ready to go. So if we press check, I'm expecting again that we should get a successfully checked page, and of course we do. We do get one warning. The warning, if you scroll down, is one that you'll get pretty much on every site. It's telling you that it's assumed that it's UTF-8 character encoding, which is correct. In this case, that is exactly what the site is produced using. So that's all very well and good with a site that hasn't got any errors in. Let's try just introducing a very tiny error and see what the impact of that is. So here we've got a paragraph with p tags here and a closing p tag here. So let me just introduce a typo and take out the closing slash on the p tag, and we'll try and revalidate the site and see what that produces. Surprisingly, we actually get 15 errors, not one. The reason for that is we've got two p tags in a row, and we get cascading errors down the page effectively because we've just removed that one p tag. So this is a great tool for basically debugging pages when you're at the final stage, just to make sure that everything is okay. So if we scroll down this page, we can take a look, and you'll see our 15 errors are all detailed out together with the code line number and the column number that you can pick up off the original source. We know where it lies, and it's this p tag element that we've corrupted. But it's important that obviously you don't start looking at the errors further down the page, because there's obviously nothing wrong with the H2 tag, it's actually the P tag. So start at the top, and you will find that eliminating one error often eliminates several. So it's a relatively sort of speedy process. So if we put back our P tag properly, and we can quickly validate the page again, check that it's okay, and it's now successfully validated. So having done that, we're entitled to use this little logo down here if we want to download it and include it on our page, saying that the site is w3c XHTML1 compliant. So if we carry on scrolling down here, hidden away at the bottom here, we can also validate the CSS for the site. So we'll follow that link, and we have exactly the same thing again. We can input our URL, or we can do it by file upload or by direct input. We'll take the easy route and we'll do the URL input. So this has checked all the CSS on the file, and shows that it complies. No errors found. Again, another really important part of checking off your site. And again, we find we've got logos here that we can adopt and use on each page of the site that we validated if we choose to do that. So that's a great way of checking that your sites comply. I hope you can use the tools on your own site, and it helps you develop better pages. You'll be very surprised if you try it on a few famous companies' sites and big web developers' sites. You'll be surprised how many of them actually don't comply with the standards, which is maybe not too good. cleartarn are experienced web developers. We've been doing this for many years, and we have a content management system that I think is one of the few that generates compliant pages, which means that they are very reliable and robust on web browsers. So if we can help you with your site, if you've got any questions at all, please feel free to visit our website and fire us an email or contact us by telephone, and we'll do our very best to help you. And obviously, if you have a project that you'd like some input on, we'll be more than happy to get involved in that process too. Feel free to contact us. There's no obligation. So thank you for watching, and I hope this first of our videos has been useful to you.